Denise Dennis Waller back here. Let's talk competitions for children. Mathematics competitions, spelling bees, talent hunts, and beauty pageantries are now organized for kids. A space that used to be dominated by adults. One which is becoming popular are kids' competitions in which children who are younger than 18 years old or another designated age compete in several categories to win prizes as well as titles. Competition categories typically include talent, interviews, and debates. Take for instance, the I beg to differ debate. There's always a winner. And if that winner is not you, it's not usually easy to handle, let's be honest. But we are adults. And some way, somehow, we find a way to feel okay with it. I have seen pageantries live. I had been there. I'd seen people I know contest. I've seen them on TV. And I can tell you for a fact that even before the winner is crowned, it's not easy for the other people who are looking forward to being crowned winners as well. And while what you see is some of the contestants celebrating with the winners on camera, you cannot tell what is going on through their mind. What's going through their mind? I beg your pardon. So what you see is, oh, she's congratulating her. Yeah. What's going on in the mind? I have been there before. I remember in my NYSC days, I had to do a lot of things at orientation camp. That's the very first time I literally, back in secondary school, was involved in debates and all of that. And then I thought I had left all of that in my younger days, and then I go into orientation camp. I can see firsthand how it's not easy for an adult to accept defeat. And yes, I always go with the winning mentality. And I always did win. But then I asked myself, what if I failed? And failure for me was not winning. Failure for me was coming second or third. It had to be first position. Come on. It started from when we were told by our parents that, do we have coconut head? Chinedu is coming first. Amanda is coming first. Do they have two heads? Why are you always coming second? Why are you always, they keep putting that pressure on you. And then they come up with promises that, okay, if you come first this term, I'll buy you bicycle. If you come first this term, I'll buy you fine dress. If you come first this time, I'll buy you ice cream. And all of those things will sort of motivate us, and we'll read hard. And then when we come first, we are happy because daddy is going to be happy with us and mommy is going to be happy with us. Think back, travel down memory lane. Think about how you felt being the first in your class. Not second, not third, not fourth. First. Can't be like saying that you sabi book pass everybody. Even if the winning margin, or will I say the position, sometimes it's 1 mark between the first position and the second position. Just 1 mark. You just start feeling like, oh, I've arrived. I've seen people cry at these competitions because guess what? They didn't win. How much more children, fragile, innocent, who all they want to do is make mommy proud, make daddy proud, and feel some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for now? Some sort of happiness from achieving something. This morning on one of the groups I belong to, someone dropped a link that we should vote for somebody's nephew who is in I think it's a robotic competition or a technology competition, a small child. And this child, we the adults have to decide if this child wins. So that link is for us to vote. So adults are going to vote for children because, of course, children do not have access to devices to vote. So I get to decide the fate of a child out of several children that are in that competition as well. And the first question I asked myself was, this person is sending this link to this group. I'm sure other people are sending links to the different groups they belong to for other children. It means that the determinant of the win for these children will be dependent on some level of popularity, some level of likeness, some level of willingness to vote. And I just ignored. Because the last thing I want is to be a part of anything that will make a child cry that they didn't win. But I'm all for spelling bees. I'm all for mathematics competition, the very popular one. Is it cowbell? Yeah. I'm up for debates. Our national debates competition, I beg to differ, the national round is coming up. But then, the question I'm asking today, which is what I think is far more important. The win is good, but when the win doesn't happen, are children well equipped to accept defeat in such competitions? If you're a parent, if you're a guardian, if you are a teacher, you run a school, you probably prepare your children or your students or your pupils for some of these competitions. Do you also tell them that there is a very huge possibility that they may not win? Do you prepare them for not winning? Or are we only concerned about, you can do it, you have the mind of Christ, you are 10 times better than your equal? Those children in those other schools don't have 10 heads. Those children in Wazobia school, they don't have 10 heads. Those children in Kul FM school, they don't. You see, you're in Nigerian for school, you are the best of the best of the best of the best. You know, all of those ginger you guys do. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 003. Once again, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Once again, the WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. We're live on X at Nigeria Info PH, our X handle. On YouTube, Nigeria Info Port Harcourt, that's PH. And on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Call screeners and stand by to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So, alright. Denise, you really entertained me. I was sending the Boski to shake it out of Ifeanyi. Who is Ifeanyi? Ifechukwu. Oh, Brightner from Woji. Alright, thank you so much, Brightner. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Turn off your radio set.
Charles from Uniport.
Charles from Uniport, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, I like the topic for today. Have we prepared our young ones for failure? Have we prepared them to accept defeat? Have we prepared them that things are not always going to go their way all the time? That is where emotional intelligence comes to play. How prepared is the child emotionally to accept that it might not be the best all the time, but he has the potential to become the best ultimately. And the best that it is for a particular time is the best that we have achieved after that time. And there is always room for improvement. So I think if we as adults have the competence of emotional intelligence, we'll be able to prepare them better to accept defeat at times. Thank you very much.
Okay, so it starts with the adults having emotional intelligence to prepare the children.
Yes. Yes. Because you can't give what you don't have.
You can't give what you don't have.
We are trained so much a competitive generation that people tend not to have the capacity to accept defeat when the other person has more tendencies or more information or more strength more than them. So society comes to you and hits you hard, and you don't have the emotional intelligence to withstand that. So you also pass that on to your children. But I think if we have become more emotional intelligent, we'll be able to help the younger generation better.
Okay. If we're more emotionally intelligent, we'll be able to help the younger generation better. Now, I remember a movie from the year 2014, Beyond the Lights. Now, permit me to share just a little bit of the storyline. Where do I begin? Okay, so a particular mother, in conclusion, seeks to live the life she couldn't live through her child. So much so that she would not accept the daughter coming second. So, storyline goes that in 1998, an aspiring singer, Nonnie Jean, is taken by her mother, Macy, to a salon to get her hair done before her performance at a talent contest. Nonnie is happy to win second place for her performance of Nina Simone's Blackbird. So yes, I watched it. I watched her performance, and I did tell you, I could tell you that Nonnie's performance beats the first person, the first child. However, I saw a bit of racism. Nonnie was a black child, an African American child. The child who emerged winner was white. So she came second. But guess what? Nonnie was happy because she was still giving the award, is it the trophy, like the trophy? Yeah, trophy, not plaque, the trophy. And she was happy, all right, for coming second. But her mother refuses her to accept anything but first place. And she literally forced Nonnie to smash her trophy on the ground. I can remember that movie because I watched it up to 7 times. She goes, smash it. Smash it! And Nonnie tearfully smashed that second prize trophy. There was never a time the mother told her that you may not always shine. You may not always be the star. There are other singers like you. Other people have great voices. And she kept pushing her until at some point, Nonnie lost it and attempted suicide. So this began from when she was a child. Zion from GRA. I'm sorry, Zion. You may have to call back. Let's go to WhatsApp. Msoki Fubara says, children should be able to accept it if they win or they don't win. The main thing is they will cry. And in their childlike manner, they are likely to play together at the playground. So if you win, we clap for you. If you no win, we no go clap for you. Let's stop the shame behavior in the classroom. Do people still do shame? It used to be a thing, or shame. Coconut head, gari head. Do people still do that? The schools still do that. The parents still do that. I'm curious. Denise, in my secondary school days, were taught never to lose in any competition. In fact, for any child that lost a competition, that child will sleep on the roof of our school for 1 week. I don't lose, Denise. Elliot from Choba. All I do is win, no matter what. Yeah, we're supposed to win. But what if we don't win? Good afternoon, Double D. I always tell my boys to come first, no matter what. And failing is not an option. I don't teach that it is okay to fail. They must do all they can to win or come out top. What if it means cheating? Even if I know that there's a possibility that they can lose, I just want them to grow with the mentality that all they can do is win. Churchill from Omagwa. Churchill from Omagwa, I will tell you a story of someone I know after this call from Mr. Zion. If I don't remember, please just drop me a reminder on WhatsApp so I share the story. Zion from GRA, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
The concept of child development in our today's world contradicted the normal development of child or children in the African culture and tradition. It shouldn't be the parents that should help the child in that process. It should be among his friends and peers. Look at the African culture and tradition. Children play together in their numbers. They don't need to know you. As long as you are a child of their age grade, they play with you. And in this process, they are there to heal you, number one, to correct you, number two, to be part of your pains, your victory, your success. We are together. Sometimes, even if our mommy spank us, we are the one to tell you, sorry. Why should your mommy flog you like this now? We will comfort you. But today, we now isolated our kids. Don't play with those ones. If you don't even go out, lock the gates. How can we survive our kids in this kind of environment when it comes to competition? We need to change our vocabularies. Don't use the word, you failed. Rather, you missed this result. Try again. The more you bring this concept of, you don't fail again, Abby, who go pay your school fees, Abby, and this, you bring depression into that child. Frustration, rejection. Before you know, the child becomes so tired of being a child. I want to grow so that nobody could tell me, say, I don't fail. So we, the parents, have a lot of work to do. During their preparation, have we spent time with them? Have we told them about our struggles? When I was your age, I failed mathematics in primary 3. I don't used to do well. These are the stories they can relate with, so that even if they miss their result, they can able to laugh with daddy and mommy. Unlike this concept that we paint it for them and say we are the best kids from childhood. Now we they carry first. Now we be the best. Everybody, no. We was able to give the reality of time with our own examples so that they can relate with us when they miss their results. And even if they do well, they can be able to articulate and imagine how the victory will look like. And let us for once open the gates for them to go and play with other kids. Mr. Zion.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Zion. What was the story I was talking about? Yes, I remember the story. From my alma mater, my set, my department, I know someone who made a first class. In fact, a lot of us made first class. A lot of my set people, mostly females. And this particular person was proud to say she made a first class. Now this is where it gets shocking. She crammed her way. I'm saying this because he said they must do all they can. She crammed her way to first class. From year 1, year 2, year 3, up until final year. And she did this because she knew where she was coming from. She knew how her parents struggled to send her to school. And the promise she made to them was that upon graduation, she's going to come back with a first-class degree. And indeed, she has that first-class degree. And is it not first? First class, second class upper division, second class lower division, third class. But first class is first class. But you know what? Ask her what she did in her 300 level in a particular course. She cannot remember. You know, the way our course is prepared, linguistics and communication studies, there's always some connection between what you had done in a previous level. It's more like a higher version of what you had done. So for you to understand what is being done in 300 level, you shouldn't miss the basics from 100 level or 200 level. Why am I sharing this story with us? She made a first class, and I'm sure the entire family would jubilate, they would celebrate. The parents will probably behave like doctors. My pikin na doctor, even though their child is only doing basic and has not even gotten the admission to study medicine, or their child is in medical laboratory sciences. My pikin na doctor. And before you know, everybody, hey, God, your pikin will be doctor. It be like say my teeth, they do me one kind. They would celebrate. They made a cake. Our first class brain. I saw it. Sorry, I'm laughing. I saw it. I appreciated her efforts to want to make her family proud. First, in this case, it was not a competition. In this case, she was a student. She was learning. And of course, she will be awarded a degree in character and in learning. However, beyond the degree, beyond that certificate, what has it impacted in her life personally? I mean, if I come first and I can't remember everything I had been taught, to what end? So when we tell our children, do whatever, do what you must, have it in mind that they are either going to cheat, because I have seen people cheat and they passed, cases of impersonation, paying someone else to write the exams for them, or they're going to cram. But at the end of the day, you are happy. You make boast of them. You brag about them. What about them? Again, I ask, how prepared are these children for defeat? Beyond the classroom, how well equipped are children to accept defeat in competitions? One of the many, if you look at this life, the circle of life, we are all, some people say it's healthy competition. We're all working hard. We're all trying to make ends meet. I've just thought about it. You struggle to get an admission into the university. You write JAM. You have to pass your JAM. You have to meet cutoff point. You have to meet cutoff point for post-UTME. You have to get the admission, whether on merit list or supplementary list. And then you move on from that, and then you have to pass the exams for each level at the university, and then you graduate with a degree, and then it's time to get a job, and you're not the only person looking for a job. There's several other applicants. There's several other job seekers looking out for the same position you're looking out for. And one of you or a few of you have to be selected. And then you go through that, and then you're in an office. And before you know it, the office comes up with some of these awards. Employee of the month, staff of the month, OAP of the month. And you see yourself trying to meet targets so you can be employee of the month. You can be staff of the month. You can be the best. And then you're struggling to get a promotion. Aren't we always competing in life? And even in relationship, before you know it, your baby is somebody's baby. You're trying to win the attention of one man. You're trying to win the attention of one woman. It seems like the circle never ends. And as adults, maybe some way, somehow, we are mastering the art of living through it all and winning through it all and surviving through it all. But then these children that are still fragile and innocent, oblivious of the bigger world out there, who is equipping them for the possibility of a defeat? Good afternoon, Denise. Accepting defeat is a way to rebuild yourself. Analysis of your mistake and prepare for the best position. But it depends on the mindset of some individuals. Some people are discouraged to move higher after accepting defeat, while some who refuse to accept defeat crashes in the process. That's why ambition requires some expert guardians. I like what Noni's mother did in the first place by not accepting defeat, but she pushed her daughter too hard that she attempted suicide. Henrici. Did Noni really fail? If you look at it, she came second. She was given a trophy as well. Would that also be defeat? We're telling your child to trash a second place prize. Give them confidence, boost their energy, boost their determination to come first. Well, some of these prices, I mean, the winner goes on with this, maybe ₦1 million, first runner up, 2 million, this runner up. I mean, there's always something to win at the end of the day. Sometimes there are consolidation prices, consolation prices. So they don't outrightly go with nothing. Just a few seconds, need to confirm something real quick.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to Nigeria Info. We'll be right back after this. See as you